What's up? I'm gonna be honest. I've tried to record this video 1,000 different times. The product that I got just never was good. I always saw myself stopping the recording saying, this ain't good, I'm gonna re-record it. Or just giving up all in all. And to be honest, it never even got out to the editing phase. I can't sit here and explain how I feel to the extent of you understanding. To sum it up, this is, if not the most difficult time of my life. If you know me, you know I just graduated a few months ago and I'm heading to college. Recently, I've been second guessing that decision. I cannot tell you why and I can't tell you how, but all I know is that a few weeks ago, those 4 years of me going to a college preparatory school was shut down just by 1 week of me second guessing my decision. And a lot of people are like, okay, if you second guessing college, then what's the plan then? I don't know. And then it's like, okay, well, you can't be sitting here saying you don't know, bro. You're too old for that. You're becoming a man now. You need to start knowing things. You need to know what you got next. You need to know what you finna do tomorrow. You need to know what your plan is today. And I can't keep sitting here saying I want to do content. It's like if I tell somebody I want to do content, everybody looks down upon me. And the main reason I felt like I was going to college was because I didn't want to disappoint my mom. I didn't want to disappoint my family. I didn't want my folks looking at me like, man, he a bum, bro. I feel like I'm doing what's expected of me. And then it's like, okay, well then just go for a trade, get a skill. And I do think having a trade would be very beneficial because, you know, people who have trades can get a lot of money. But then it's like, I want to do YouTube, bro. And people are like, don't nobody want to hear that. You are grown. It's no time for trying to do YouTube now, bro. It's time to get up, get out the house, go make some money, go work hard. My dad had asked me one day about a few days ago. He asked me, what you doing when you be at home? Nothing. You just sit down. You need to get a job. I can't sit here and tell him, well, I do content. You know, he gonna be like, ain't nobody trying to hear that. You need to get up and go actually get a job. And I was just talking to my mama a few minutes ago. She said, I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to hear it either, but I'm letting you talk about it. I ain't never felt so pressured to make a decision in my life. And it's like, I cannot do what I want to do because I have people all around me telling me there's no time to be doing that. You don't have time to play around. You need to start actually making some big decisions. And I know people are going to be like, well, bro, that's just the cost of being an adult. You got to wake up. You got to start making decisions. You got to start doing this. You got to start doing that. I don't have enough time for that. I don't have enough time to sit back and actually think about what I want to do. Every time I made a YouTube video, after rewrite, every time I recorded, edited, and posted, the feeling that I got was unreal. I knew YouTube was my calling. I'm like, man, this is great. I love it. Even if the video performs low, even if it's a 10 out of 10 video. My mom actually told me that she didn't really want me to go to college, mainly because of the money part. Both of my parents may not agree on a lot of things, but the one thing that they are going to agree on is that they do not want their son sitting in the house all day making content. They feel like it's not beneficial to nobody. To be honest, they really ask me all these questions like, oh, I'm growing on YouTube and I'm doing this and all that, and they talking to me about it, but they don't really care. It's like, okay, you're doing all this, but you need to have a job, an actual job. You don't need to sit here on your butt all day. I mean, because I just genuinely don't know what to do. You feel me? I never felt so, you know what I'm saying, like confused in my life, bro. I sit there and talk to my friends about being a YouTuber, and they're like, that's what's up, bro. And they don't care neither. I can't tell none of my family that I want to do something because I feel like I'm not doing what's expected of me. I don't know if they're, you know, supportive of me doing this and all of that, but I don't know. And I see myself second guessing myself like, I know I want to do it. I lost a lot of friends this summer. While I was in Georgia, I looked back and I took a quick little thinking process. Like everything here in Alabama, I wanted to leave it behind. It didn't matter what it was. I wanted to leave everything behind. And I started thinking, dang, what if I want to move here to Georgia and get a, a trade or learn a skill here that's gonna help benefit? And I was like, okay, that's not a bad idea. It kind of fueled the idea of me not wanting to go to college. And I didn't want to tell my mom that I didn't think about going to college anymore because you already had me spending my money. You already had me doing this. You already had me doing that. And now you think about not going? I don't want to disappoint my mom. I really don't want to disappoint my dad neither. I don't want to disappoint nobody. I don't want to tell my family that I want to be a YouTuber and then they're like, yeah, that's great. But deep inside their mind, they're like, bro, you ain't gonna go nowhere with that. You're gonna be one of them YouTubers that keep trying to grow and keep trying to do this and keep trying to do that, but it ain't going nowhere. And you're gonna be sitting there stuck on that content creation idea rather than you could have just been got a job. You wasting all your life, all your time, and all your money on this YouTube equipment, and you ain't getting nothing out of it. I really just hate it. I talk to my friends and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it anymore. They're like, okay, well, what are you gonna do then? Because then you're gonna be back at your mama house. You don't want to stay in your mama house. You don't want to stay at your dad house. You don't want to be a bum staying anywhere. You want to do your own thing. If you don't go to college, that ain't gonna happen. And I feel like I'm disappointing everybody. After I uploaded that rewrite video, bro, that was the most ecstatic feeling that I had in such a long time. When I went to Georgia a few days ago, I had so much fun. I enjoyed every moment of it. There was not a moment you did not catch me smiling. I saw my grandma, and I ain't seen her in years. I saw my siblings. I see my dad. I seen his woman. It was a good time. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna move to Georgia. Okay, you gonna move to Georgia? You gonna live with your dad? I don't want to live with him because I don't want him saying, okay, he leeching off of me like you ain't doing nothing. I just don't want to disappoint him. I don't want to disappoint my mom. And I feel like all I'm doing is being a disappointment to everybody. Even if this content creation thing worked out, even if I retired my whole family, even if every single birthday that each and every single one of my siblings had, I gave them some amazing gift. I gave them, I don't know, a brand new game, a brand new car, whatever. I feel like I would still be looked down upon because I'm not doing what people wanted me to do. You know, my dad or my mom, they could be in an interview where, like, I got a documentary out, and then come to find out, they like, well, he made it big in the YouTube thing, but I really don't really want him doing it because he's not learning a skill that's gonna benefit the community or something like that. And I feel like, I mean, YouTube benefits the community. I want to entertain people, but then it's like, F the people. You need to go and do something for yourself. And it's like, I don't want to just do something for myself. Of course, I want to benefit the community. I want to help the community build each other up. I don't want to keep sitting here doing something for myself, but I don't want to do what you want me to do. I want to do what I want to do. I want to make YouTube work. And if I can't make it work, then fine. I'll do what you want me to do. I'll go learn a trade and I'll go work for myself. But I just felt like this is my calling. This is what is gonna help me. But now it's like, this ain't gonna help at all. I told y'all I second guess myself on everything now. But this is the one thing I don't second guess myself on. I never second guess myself on YouTube. Even when I was stuck at 60 something subscribers for the longest time, I was never like, okay, I'm gonna stop doing this YouTube thing. I gotta focus on something else. I never thought that. Of course, have a job, have a backup plan. Always have a plan B. But in my head, I was like, F it. It can't be no plan B. It always need to be a plan A because plan A is gonna work. And I'm gonna make it work no matter what. I could never see myself doing what other people wanted me to do. And now it's like, now I'm being forced to do it. Well, bro, that's just how life works. That's how being an adult work. You gonna do what you don't want to do, but that's how it works. I understand that being an adult, you gonna have times like this, bro. I know I want to do this YouTube thing, but I don't want to disappoint anybody. I don't want to disappoint my mom, my dad, sisters, brothers, aunties, uncles, and my grandmas, and my cousins. I don't want to disappoint none of them. Gotta do what they want me to do. And if I don't, they expect the disappointment to come. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I feel like I'm being supported, but really in the back of everyone's head, they're like, I really don't care. Like, you need to go and get a job. I don't care about this content stuff. I don't want to hear that you're getting up every day making content. You need to get up and actually go do something because you making content is not benefiting anybody. I don't know.